That's a title to them. That's a title you're paying for. Why don't they say, you know what, we're going to strip this if you're not going to fight the champion?
I think they probably will in this process. I mean, don't forget, they took that belt away from Ryan Garcia in the process because obviously he was having his rest from boxing when he was unwell. So I think they should do that, and I don't know, like,
Low battery.
don't want to fight other fighters because they're incredibly brave and, they're warriors. But I still struggle to see why Ryan Garcia doesn't want to fight Devin Haney, especially when he fought an eliminator to fight him. And even more so with Jojo Diaz. I mean,
those are the words of AK and Barack and Eddie Hearn. And Eddie Hearn asked $1 million question. He just doesn't see why Ryan Garcia doesn't want to fight Devin Haney. Okay? Especially when he fought an eliminator to fight for Devin Haney. Well, let me counterpunch, okay? I think that the reason why Ryan doesn't want to be quick to go in there to fight Devin Haney is for a couple of reasons. The Eliminator. The Eliminator was against newly retired, shouts out to him, Luke Campbell. Cool Hand Luke Campbell. And Luke Campbell dropped him on his face, okay? Or on his back. Dropped this man. And he did not see that coming. He didn't see that coming. Luke is not known for power punching people. He's not known for that. He gives people good fights. He gave Linares a good fight. He gave Loma a very good fight. He is definitely on the level. So Ryan Garcia stepping up, that is a step up. But what happened in that fight? What happened in that fight was a scare. And before people say, hey, what happened at the end result? Yeah, the end result, Ryan Garcia took that left hook to the body, right? Bam! That classic left hook and planted it in an area that Luke could not handle. That is absolutely correct. That's what happened. Luke got caught with that left hook by that sharp, fast hooker, Ryan Garcia, right? Now, that's the result, okay? But what happened in the process? Okay, what happened in the process? He got caught himself and went down. So, to answer your question is, the Eliminator, I think, made Team Golden Boy step back and take a look at who they had, okay? And it was a scare, okay? That scare made them take a step back and reevaluate where our fighter is. Let's first of all congratulate our fighter. Let's second of all, let's pace our fighter more. And I think that's what that was. And I think even when the the fight with the young Dominican fighter, I can't remember his name right now, that just fought JoJo, right? Fonfora. No, not Fonfora. Fonfora. When they had that fight, they had to pump the brakes on that fight, I feel. And was like, look, this is not the fight that we want from you right now. Let's take a little break, to get you well or whatever. You know what I mean? Which I don't think, honestly, nothing was wrong with Ryan. I don't think nothing was wrong with Ryan. I think it was a business decision to reevaluate a decision that they already made. Now, the irony of it was, Oscar De La Hoya didn't want to push Ryan too fast, and then that was pissing Ryan off because Ryan felt disrespected on the pace that he was going. I think until he did move up, then he realized, oh, this is how it is for me to get knocked down and stuff like this. Okay, now I see what you're talking about, Oscar, right? So he knew what Papa Oscar was talking about in that situation, and a guy like Fonfora. That's not his name. Hold on a second, because it's going to be bothering me now. Let's see. No, I know it wasn't Fonfora. It wasn't Fonfora. Hold on a second. Okay. Yeah, blame it on COVID, guys. Blame it on COVID. Hold on just a second. Fortuna. Okay, there we go. Could not remember. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it's COVID. Fortuna. All right. Fortuna was another tough fight, and I think they had a choice to fight Devin Haney or Fortuna, right? Because I know Fun 4 wasn't even in that weight class. But anyway, so I think they made their decision to fight that particular guy, and even that didn't happen. Okay. Now the good thing is for Ryan, at least he didn't set to fight Haney, and then I got mental illness, because that would have made him look very, very weak. However, it also shows you that they didn't plan on having that fight anyway. Okay, they didn't even plan on having that fight. They were like, we're not gonna go that route. So to go get back to the counterpunching with Eddie and his question, they didn't want to fight Devin Haney, especially when Devin Haney's a threat. You can talk about all day long about, why doesn't Ryan want to do this or do that? He knows he's lost in the amateurs. Those guys are 1-1 in the amateurs. So you think that that's a determined situation in the pros? No. Okay? And what normally happens if you got beat by a guy in the amateurs, chances are he's going to know who you are in the pros. Okay? And that's always a rivalry fight. And they don't want to just push a rivalry fight from Golden Boy, because remember, Canelo Alvarez is long gone. He's with Matchroom. He's with whoever. He's with Eddie Hearn now. He's grabbed Eddie Hearn and strung him along, and now that Eddie is his guy. Eddie and Eddie. I have two men, Eddie. Eddie's. And so Oscar knows, like, this is pretty much one of my biggest and last clients. And the last thing he wants to do is push his biggest and last client, especially fighting someone like Devin Haney. And Devin Haney's an undefeated fighter, young fighter, been trained by, the TMT, hashtag money team, Floyd Mayweather. And who wants to go up and who wants to lose to that particular situation? Right? That'll be worse than De La Hoya losing to Floyd. Oh, yeah, because Floyd was older. Floyd's older than Floyd. I mean, Oscar's older than Floyd, right? And it's like, these guys are the same age, same bracket, same situation, different promotional companies, used to be on the same platform. So that should tell you a lot, okay? So to answer Eddie's question, that's the problem. Ryan Garcia is one of the premier guys on Golden Boy, so he doesn't want to push that fight. On top of, he's already got beaten by Devin Haney, and so why would you risk that? Because that's not set in stone that he's going to beat Devin Haney. If it was, that fight would have been made last year. Counterpunch. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of this particular video. Please subscribe, and you guys been counterpunching. Peace.